first of all, I would like to start out by saying that Marvel fans and fans of movie in general need to calm the fuck down. For my screening, I did go to opening night screening, but it was in a smaller theater. It wasn't the IMAX, it wasn't the Dolby, it wasn't even 3D. It was just a tiny theater in the back of the AMC. I sat between a lady who, during the previews, would put her headphones in and blast her music as loud as she could, covering her eyes, because she didn't want to be spoiled by previews. But I don't know what you're going to be spoiled at. Like the Last Jedi trailer I saw, it was just, yeah, Luke's in it. Yeah, Rey's in it. Holy shit, there's TIE fighters. Like, I don't know what you're scared of seeing, but she's very adamant about it. That was kind of strange to see a grown adult woman cowering and like hiding her face from the screen that she paid to look at. And then the gentleman to my left, nice guy, tried talking to me. Please don't. He was insistent on verbally stating everything that they were referencing or that they showed in the movie. So, for instance, when Thor had to come up with team name, and he's like, "We're the Revengers." He was like, "Ha, like the Avengers." All right. Yeah, man, that's a joke. You got it. Good job. Good job. I get it. You want to be fans, and you want the people around you to know just how big of a fucking fan you are, but you're in a movie theater on an opening night, so I think we can assume that you are fans. You don't have to clap, say, at the logo, at the Thor title, when Doctor Strange shows up, when Idris Elba, a character that I completely forgot was in these fucking movies, shows up halfway through. Oh, yeah, it's that guy. Fuck, what's his name? What's his fucking, do you know his name? Did you remember his name? What the fuck was his name? Oh, anyway, was he in another movie? He was in a Thor movie? Oh, okay, Marvel! Maybe I'm a cynical asshole, which I am. That's fact checker. Am I cynical asshole? Yes, I am. I don't need to tell you what this is. It's the 200th Marvel film, the third Thor film. It's part of a series, and a series within itself. Thor, Rag, or Rock. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with the Marvel movies. Love. Hate. You're probably wondering, why did I spend time out of my day to see a film I don't care about? It's because the director, Taika Waititi, What We Do in the Shadows, he wrote some Flight of the Conchords. Like, he's a funny dude. I like his shit. So maybe I'll like this film. And the trailers did promise a colorful, balls-to-the-wall adventure film. Unfortunately, I almost feel like his humor was a detriment to the movie itself. It felt like there's an overwhelming sense to thrust jokes into the movie, jokes that didn't really work. Some of them did, but the ones that did work were repeated and shoved down your throat again and again and again. Such as Thor trying to do the Scarlett Johansson.
Sun's getting real low.
Like that's a funny line. That's a line I've made fun of from Age of Ultron since I saw it. But then he continues to repeat it for the next 5 minutes, like in succession. A little annoying, a little tedious. And so that's really unfortunate. Now, the one thing that did give me hope was the Rotten Tomatoes score. It's currently sitting at a 93%. 93% with 241 reviews. But the average score is 7.5 out of 10. And a 7.5 out of 10, well, that's a C. So, yeah, it's being rated positively. but all the positive reviews are middling at best, right? It's not a bad film. I enjoy the color of it. I thought there was a lot of fun color vaulted into it. So it was actually alright. You know, I like Cate Blanchett. I'm a little annoyed of another, like, here's a sibling that you didn't know you had. Like, how there's a lot of bad parents in movies. He was chewing that scenery, but like appropriately. It wasn't annoying. She just fucking loved being evil. I thought her look was really cool. She went a little heavy on the eyeliner. Like, I don't know if that is part of being evil or if that's her superpower, but it was really, really heavy. Anthony Hopkins is still in the series for some reason. I literally thought he died in the first movie. They fake out his death or his whatever in every single Thor movie, and I don't care anymore. I never really cared about Odin in the first place, so which goes to the point of Loki. I don't know how to feel about him. You keep hammering home that he's a bad guy, he's an evil guy, but then you keep trying to hammer home like, oh, he's a good guy, and am I supposed to like him? Am I supposed to hate him? Do I hate like him? Don't say it's because he's a complex character, because he really isn't. He's a selfish asshole. Like, there's not much complexity to it. The movie does derail when they go to the trash planet. Jeff Goldblum is enjoyable as always, but we stay there way too fucking long. This movie it didn't need to be. Could have been like an hour 40 easily, and it's because of these jokes that just go on and on and on. I swear we're in the Hulk's bedroom for like 20 minutes. That scene of Hulk and Thor in the bedroom just fucking around goes on longer than the actual fight, which was kind of the selling point, I guess. This movie feels like a second-rate Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, they want to be there, and they want to bring Thor into that, quality, but it doesn't quite go that far. And the weirdness seems out of place. Like, it doesn't seem like the characters are acting this way. It seems like it's in service of the joke. And once the humor starts becoming in service of the joke and not the characters, then it starts to detract. And I realized once the novelty of it being a comedy wore away, I just didn't care about anything. I didn't care about the plot. I didn't care about if Thor got back or not, because he's not gonna die. He's a Norse god, and they fucking destroyed Asgard, but it's fine. Like, it wasn't that important. One thing that fucking astonishes me about almost all these Marvel films is there are moments where the effects, they don't hold up on the first screening. There's a moment in Age of Ultron, Thor jumps onto a little tower, starts flipping guys off of it. Looks like he's made out of rubber. There's a couple of scenes in Spider-Man Homecoming, especially that first one, where we're going down into kind of the underground New York, that looks fake as fuck. And there are a lot of scenes in this movie that I was astonished on how poorly presented some of the visual effects were. There's literally a scene, a titular scene, where Odin is fucking dying, and our two leads, Thor and Loki, are standing on a cliff, and you can literally see the green screen reflecting in their hairline. I was fortunate enough to see an incredibly early screening of a movie that I'm not allowed to disclose, but let's just say there's a specific rim that this movie is about. And most of it was in pre-visualization, meaning no textures. Half of it Didn't even have the fucking thing in it. It was just a card that says, explosion here. And some of that looked better than the final completed products in Thor. Regardless of how good the action is, there's still moments where I'm pulled out because it does not look good. Chris Hemsworth is likable, as always, a charming devil. Though the actor is extremely good at comedy and timing it, a lot of it didn't work, once again, because of kind of the writing. The best parts of Thor is that he is like such a stubborn hothead, fish out of water. He doesn't really understand or adjust to the situations he's in, which is why I actually think the humor in the first Thor worked, even though I didn't think anything in that movie worked. Here, he's cracking jokes in front of a death god, and like, I'm not sure if Thor would. As far as like plot twists, there wasn't really any. Love Carl Urban, but his character shit you could have cut right out. Overall, the movie was fine. It doesn't convert me to liking Thor, and it doesn't push me away. It's just another Marvel movie. I don't know. I'll keep watching them, but my enthusiasm for them drops more and more with each film. Well, that was an upbeat review. That's how I felt. That's how I saw it. Those were my thoughts. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Tell me I'm an asshole. Thank you. Toodaloo. Till next time.